Hello guys, welcome to another pickups episode by 16BGM. Not a lot of stuff this week, it's lockdown and everything, you know. Monday some of the stores should be opening up, so maybe I can go do a little thrifty, but I'm not sure. I don't know, I know some thrift stores have reported that they will open up, others have told us nothing, so I don't know. First up, I did a little trade. When I buy games from Japan, I sometimes get a little overzealous, and I bought a loose King of Fighters 2000 for the AES and a boxed King of Fighters 2000 for the AES. So I offered up on Facebook the King of Fighters 2000 loose, and somebody contacted me, yeah, I want to trade, interested in MVS game, and I say, which ones do you have? And it was really a pain in the butt because he had two games I really wanted. First off, Art of Fighting 3 Path of the Warrior, and the other one was Real Bout Fatal Fury 2. This one is the more expensive game of the two, and I just bought Real Bout Fatal Fury 1, so I could already play a Real Bout Fatal Fury game. But I'm glad I chose this one, but damn, this is a real fun game. The only shameful shame, but he told me that, is that the cartridge is actually was really scratched up. You can see that it's been clean. I assume there was paint or something on it, and he changed the label with a repro label. You can actually see under this repro label is the original label, but it's completely destroyed. I actually prefer a destroyed label over a fake label. I tried to take it off, but it was really hard. I kept ripping up pieces, so I nicely taped this back down. Really cool game. Check it out if you can. The only way to check it out, I guess, is in an emulator, because it's not really included in one of those MVS bootleg cards. It's a really awesome. I believe this didn't do so well back in the day. It's from 1996, I believe, or 1995. It's a really beautiful and fun fighting game, so check it out if you can. So then I've been scoring on scouring on Facebook Marketplace. This guy was selling some He-Man. I asked what do you want for this, that, such and so, and he said I want 35 for everything. So I said, okay, that's a good price, I guess. I picked it up. When it got to my place, I saw some of the things were like absolutely destroyed. As you can see, this, he said it was in plate state, but I mean, plate state means that it's still in one piece. So I recontacted the guy, and he sent me, wired me 10 euros back. So yeah, for me this is actually just for the trash can. I mean, it's so broken. Another thing I was really upset about this, I love this vehicle. Normally the dragon head runs around here and it turns again, but the battery cover is missing, and it's like a really special piece of plastic. I'm gonna see if somebody maybe 3D prints it, but yeah, as you can see, it's a really cool vehicle. Man at Arms, I already had the figure but not the armor, so that's why I chose him. Web store, I think I have everything for web store. Some of it is at my wife's place, so I can make a complete web store. This figure is actually in pretty good condition, like everything is still attached very nicely, so yeah, pretty cool. Zoldak, I just picked up this one once again for his armor, because I didn't have the red colored armor. Yeah, he also has a broken off piece here in the back, so I mean, in the end I paid 25 for everything, which is okay, but 35 would have been a bit too steep. Here also, he's told me the wheel doesn't turn, which is okay, but he has a piece broken off on the back, and there's a crack here in the figure, so I mean, that's not how you say the wheel is stuck. You say the figure is in bad condition. So not a good score there. And then I went to Julian's place to drop off some stuff, and this he had ordered for me, NWA, straight out of Compton. maybe I won't hold it upside down. This is a repressing, of course, not the original. It was real cheap, 12 euros shipped. So thanks, Julian, for that. I'm always too lazy to like look up to deals and stuff like that and everything. So yeah, and it's actually a pretty good record. I'm not the biggest hip hop fan, but this one is pretty cool actually. Love the beats by Dr. Dre. Then my CPS2 A board arrived, so I'll flip the camera and let's check that out. As you can see, it is attached to an extra board now. This is the A board, this is the B board. The B board is the game, the A board is the motherboard, the video game system, if you would call it that. It's actually in good condition. I'll turn it on. But as you can see, hot damn, that fan is like really loud. So yeah, I already ordered a replacement fan on eBay so that I can get a smooth sounding video game experience, because this is just way too loud. Otherwise, the game I bought really cheaply, Street Fighter Zero, because it was supposedly broken. Isn't broken at all, it just works perfectly. Oops, let's put a coin in there, let's put 2 coins in there. As you can see, the seller said it had graphical glitches. It doesn't have graphical glitches at all. The only thing I still need to do is modify my super gun, because as you know, a regular super gun only has a regular JAMA harness, so the arcade standard, whoops, from the 80s, really only has wait, let me I can't do 2 things at the same time. The original JAMA harness only has 3 buttons, so you need 6 buttons to play Street Fighter, well, any game of Street Fighter, and I'm just gonna let myself die. And so there's a kick harness, and I need to make adjustment to that, to my super gun, so I can actually play with a controller with 6 buttons, so I can play a decent game of Street Fighter. But as you can see, I bought the game super cheap, Street Fighter Zero. The seller told me it wasn't working. I opened it up. 2 of the graphical chips were actually not in place. They're socketed, so I had to just push them down, probably due to transport or something. They had come loose over time. And yeah, I put them down, booted up the game, and from the first try it looked amazing, so no problem there. I ordered 2 Infinikeys. As you know or may not know, there's a battery inside these motherboards, and when the battery dies, the game also dies. So you can replace the battery with a chipset called Infinikey, and then the board just lives on forever, unless it has another problem, of course. So really glad with my Capcom setup here. Hopefully my new fan will arrive shortly, because the sound is really not that great. I can put up the video game sound, of course. Let's just watch the intro and then we'll call it quits. Come on, intro. Start rolling. Aw.
Zero.